Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the 1930s. It's called of a Playboy Vampire presenting a Betty the Bat cartoons. They made this what's called Midnight Magic Pictures. Somehow, this is a cartoon that they draw. Somehow, they draw the kind of, Toony that kind of looks like Bendy, but it doesn't simmer has a bat wings. But you can't tell he has a simmer. He wear clothes every time they like to. They can suck every ink, whatever they cost. He can fly, and he can make good cheese. I guess you can tell it as eyelashes. Yeah, you can tell. You have suddenly say censor ears, or they are never meant classic cartoons. Except she has a very good fighter because he's just doing some boxing. Go check out his artwork because he draw everything exactly those girls. They use the opposite as a Playboy. Playboy is his opposite. It's the play girls. Somehow you become a girl vampire. Somehow it's not presenting. The man just draw this. It's every time they draw the cartoons in the 1930s or 1940s. Somehow it's another change. So what can it be? So what are they going to do with classic cartoons never met the bat? Somehow he just light and bats don't like light. So that's how the problem is.
Let's start off. She has a face. I'm just very good cartoons. Because I will have the studio. Because of that back in the 90s. I can just. okay, no, my dad. It's so funny. I was thinking about it. Yeah, stop the ears. Okay, so we had a cartoon ears bat. I'm not a remaster of a girls. I just talk about it. Let's just talk about it, okay? No, don't talk about it. That's a good old time. So well, somehow I just making some jokes. Well, somehow they have made a man. Imagination it makes me funny because I think about how the bats do. Well, lights do. Oh yeah, he can transform himself. Okay, she can transform herself into the woman. It's true, because somehow he turned humans, turn bats, whatever you can turn yourself, but he just turned animals. That's exactly we could just never pass. Oh yeah, there's no full cover because somehow cartoons don't have covers, but he has a black because the cover is all black because he's bad. Because he's brown doesn't mean it makes sense. If it's black, I don't know what it is, but I can tell what color she is, but I don't know what they can talk about, so we can just explain it later. Until now, I can just draw a cartoon's bat. He seems a childhood because this is not there be only one sexual range. It all just as you get the cartoons. It's just a boxy fighting with bats. It has a gay members too. Somehow, yes, they are have friends sometimes. Well, every time they fighting each others. However, I mean, it's kind of been a little all those cartoons I see it, but classic cartoons don't want to see everything, so don't tell about it. So we are almost done. It's kind of easy to know I can draw it. Now I go do is draw a face. Ah. I saying is, well, he has a smiley face to it. You can draw dots you want to. Somehow you can draw a black line to it because really that way it works it. But now, what we're gonna do is to draw some IB into the light reflection into his eye. What's totally similar to other cartoons with the black eyes. Through the little path to the path. Looks like a male to me. Why do I keep saying the laughing jokes, Jack? Man, you just need some jokes. Over. We could just go into upload because we had to do one upload at a time because I had to do school today. So far, it's not good. I had to go do all the school time about 5 days before I go to upload once because I'll never come back here again somehow because I had not a year ago. So I hope you don't want to stay here as longer because I had to do work to do. So far, so bad. At all, I just do it and stuff that I got other things to do. Like something like in some others is similar as it depends. Is it depend yourself, you're gonna depend you are what if you're doing or work on it. Ian sentence. Oh wait, so I just put the ears so that has drums. We're falling in the god ears, heard the sound of waves. He's here the bug to chop to eat. Oh wait, he's still his favorite. And that was done. Now we're gonna do is to draw his body. They wear coats. Sometimes you wear black. It was their time you draw. The hair is shaped like rounds like that. It will sure be round. It has a belly is round because it's circle his belly just like a monkey. Somehow it's just like it's round. It's like, oh yeah, of course, it's shaped like round. It's totally true. Somehow, like Mickey Mouse has belly round too. Some people do. I'm very funny for this, so don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. So we'll have to. He has a zipper. That's true. Zipper always tricky. Oh wait, we done the zipper. Well, now we're gonna do his feet. Good job, man. Now we'll just draw his. She has a feet. Somehow he has a foot. We has a shoe. Similar as Bendy or Mickey. Somehow, it's a little which is a has an contagious. Somehow it's just gonna be worth it. I mean, it's kind of over for like a time it'll matters. So still we have beginnings to be offered to can they colorful. I don't have to. It's because of my commissions. It's not because of my missions. So I not do everything so much. I had to do school today. So yeah, I gotta be in here for days. So I will be back sooner. It's been like a handle longer. I can take care of myself and I go vote and it was vote and I go back to school and I look up your votes and check out and there he is. They choose the voting. Good job. And now I just go back to sleep every time. Well, here really goes on my Sacco. Well, he's okay. She can fly. Alright, see, so he can stretch a bit, but he can only how to use the wings to fly to avoid his attack. Second of all, he doesn't only have to do his punch, and he uses an uppercut. Well, somehow he's weakest, very tired. It's only because he's tired, he's get rest. Yep, restless. Academy wins! Well, it looks similar as a kangaroo. I mean, you can tell it looks same, but this has a different size. They drew a different characters on it that has the size of a game members. Well, somehow there are a few characters look similar. So she is not a the kind one. He's one of the first characters. He loved it so much. He loved cartoons. Every time they draw in the remain animations, somehow they do. So it's just making some posters on the page of the called was comic books. He make it called the comic books for the cartoons. Well, hastily kind of mind. I'm very likely to. Somehow they do like it, just flying in the sky for the high. Oh, wait, we did it! Now we've done both hands at the same time. Now we're gonna draw his wings. Wow, we're gonna tell wings. Everything has wings. Good job. I just draw the bat wings. Well, he can span his wings about his 350 things. Well, somehow he has wings to fly. Somehow it's very height and funny jokes. Somehow they joke around to turn on his bats. You don't have to. Somehow he draws drawing cartoons every time he's flight. It was sort of careful for the flying into the tornado. It's just a passage. So far, she has survived in the wood ends. Well, I wonder his backstory doing. Well, this is just the beginning of the seasons. It's just about himself. And you're done. Alright, let's pull it because this is pretty short. If I go to show, I go bring out the classic cartoons in the show. I mean, it's not gonna make sense. You could never met. So far so good. Well, that's it. I go ask classic cartoons doing, and I go talk to them, and you want to see what they like or not. Somehow it's not being like or something other. So let's take it to talk. Excuse me, classic cartoons. I had to ask you a favor. Do you like to see my first character you never met? Well, really? So what you got here? So I brought you here to this. It looks like a bad characters. I know. Somehow it's a female characters. That's all. Okay, I had no idea what it is, but she has no ideas in the opposite. Well, calm down, classic cartoons. We had some spend time with this. Somehow, you never met her, so we're gonna do it, I swear. It's like, of course I can say when no one had no hand to say making some things. Well, too bad. Somehow, Jimmy Ho, I guess you just draw a Betty the Bat. You just made this up. Of course not. It's just a fan fiction. Fan fiction? Fan fiction? What you mean there are fans? There are no ones there. Well, somehow there are fans. They draw every time they draw cartoons random. And sort of all, they're make crazy. Some fans may like Bendy or everything else like Mickey, or they have a Felix, the cat, or cartoons, or creepypastas. Yeah, that's all. Well, somehow I like the stars that she works, but nothing about her. Somehow it's not the kind of puppet characters I just think about it. Somehow he's just a part of the show. Here's the game members, it has friends, here's a boxing, however, it's a regular fighter. Somehow he hates light somehow. Well, kind of like me, I'm not here just to have a reflection of a white eye. I just straight away, he don't like it. So far, he don't want to suck by the ink, you know? You wanna talk about it? Well, so far, classic cartoons, that is probably it. So hope you visit for this one for today. So thank you for classic cartoons for talking to me. No problem. I just go on the television. So see ya. All right. Okay, that's it. I talked to the classic cartoons, never met her, and that's for today, and no one acting for this show. So, I hope you enjoy. Hopefully they watch it sometimes. They always watching, they are deal with it. Bye bye!